Welcome to another episode, and today we have Manoj Kumar Singh. Manoj, welcome.
Namaste, Alta, and thank you so much.
Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much for giving me your time. And I've been looking forward to having this conversation with you because you do amazing work. And I just want the world to know, what does Manoj Singh do? Tell us a little bit more about yourself and your passions.
Actually, if you want to know about me, I don't have enough words. I think at times I say a lot of things about me because I have done a lot of things in my life. And to start with, I'm someone from a research background. I'm a master's in biotechnology. I have a research experience, and because I liked writing from my childhood, I loved writing. When I was in school, I would write some poetry or some notes or diary entry. I'll keep it with me, but I never got a chance to publish it then. And slowly, my first book actually got published was as a co-author in a scientific book, because I'm from research background. So I have contributed in some scientific book also, and have a scientific book also that I'm a solo author of, that is on antibiotic effect of your spices. So the food we eat has many values. So we checked the antimicrobial activities there, and then I published it in the book format. And then it began. My journey to get published began. And now I have a fiction book I have written, published, and at the same time I write both in English and in Hindi. So I have books in Hindi and English available. In Hindi, I have poetry book that I have published, and in English, I have because I write on variety of content. So I have written on time management, and because social media is there, networking is one important thing. So I have one book that covers that aspect, how one can use networking to find a job in this social media time, because I wrote it with keeping LinkedIn and other groups in Facebook and all present, and how people are finding job or even finding work, right, as a freelancer. So I tried to cover those aspects. So, and now recently I have started publishing work also. So we have already published 3 books, and 3 are slated to come in November. And more, I think this is in just I can tell you about myself when it's about the writing stuff you want to know. And if you want to know the other stuff, then I like to tell you that uh, if you are aware of hemophilia, a rare bleeding disorder, I and my 2 brothers, we are patients of severe hemophilia, and we have had our own struggle. Now you can understand why I took up to writing, and it has had a really healing effect on me, keeping myself grounded and calm. And at times when I could not express my pain to anyone, I could not talk to someone, words have helped me a lot. Writing them down, and that is what I wanted to share when I started writing and then publishing. The purpose was, not only am I getting healed, I'm also helping other people heal.
Touching lives. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
that was the
Yes.
purpose, and I think that is what I'm doing.
Well, I must tell you that I've only recently started reading your work, and what I got from it was your incredible passion, your incredible. There's hope in every piece that you write. There's hope. There's love. There's just gratefulness. Gratefulness. I think that's the one word that I would honestly use when it comes to your words. And when someone can read your work and walk away with feeling grateful that they read something, that's incredible. It's incredible. Okay, so earlier on you were telling me about your autobiography, Is that the same book that we're talking about now?
Yeah, this is my autobiography, Power in Me.
How?
Yes, Power in Me, my journey with the rare, and it's basically covering my entire life journey. I was in school actually, and once I was talking to my school friend and telling her that I will one day write my autobiography. I've been through this, and one day I'll write my autobiography. Then. Sh- uh, sh- uh, those time actually we are from a small township, so people would not believe that a person from a small town would go on and write autobiography, and why would people like to read the autobiography of that person, right?
Yes,
But
yes.
Kamath, 3 years back, uh, incident happened, and I was discussing this same thing with a healer. She was one of my contact, and she told me, she motivated me, why don't you go for it? Why do you wait for more time? Because I wanted to. I am 36 right now, and that time I was around 34. So I told her that I'm very young. People don't read a 34-year-old boy's or man's autobiography. So she told, you never know. In your 34 years time, you have led a life that people live up to their 80 years or 90 years time duration. So it's better you write it now, and if anything is added, you can always update it. So I took her word and took her suggestion, and I wrote this book. And I'm very thankful that because writing this book and recalling all those situations in my life, especially the time where I wasn't able to speak to people about my pain and what I have gone through during those time, helped me actually come out of those trauma. I think those things were lingering on to me also, and that helped me to heal. And what I believe is, because I belong to that community of a rare people, right? Rare diseases people. And this is the same life that everyone is leading throughout the world. It's not just in India, it is throughout the world. People with the rare condition are living with it. Their family is suffering, they themselves are suffering socially, mentally, financially. And when they are a small child to growing up, we have a different level, different mental aspect also, which needs to be brought out, and everyone needs to understand that they are born a bit different. So let's not make fun of them, or
Yes.
their condition should not be something that you pity them, but give them equal opportunity and understand their problem, their pain. And these things have to be done, and even we have the potential, right? We have the potential, just we need a right environment, right support,
Yes.
so we can
And
contribute to the
I think
society.
I think the most important thing to take from that is that, you know, it took you to write a book like that to heal,
Yes,
and more people will open that dialogue with you now, because now it's written. It's there for the world to see. But it's
yes,
also there to inspire those who are too scared to speak about it. You know,
exactly.
you have good days, you have bad days. Now we all can understand what it's like. We don't have to question it, and we certainly will not judge, because now we understand it. And I think that's the cruel way of the world, is that when we don't understand something, we immediately think it's negative, and it's not.
Yes.
Anything, anything traumatic can be so beautiful if we just explain and let people understand.
Yeah, and probably I believe this is a blessing for me. At the beginning, when I was
Yeah.
a child and I was growing up, I would think, why me? But now I know, thank you, God, that you chose me. That because it helped me to realize my life purpose.
Yes.
Many of us are born and we lead our life and die without finding our life purpose. But this condition helped me find my life purpose. And once you find your life purpose, you are the happiest person in the world. No matter what happens to you, even most difficult of time like COVID-19, when you are locked down in your home, you do not lose hope, because you
Absolutely.
know there is a way out, and there
There's
is
a
something
purpose
good.
why you're alive.
Yes,
There's a
yes,
purpose
there is purpose
why.
for your life.
Yes, yes,
So
yes, yes.
actually I think God has it's his own way of putting us on that life path, life purpose. Some of us are made to suffer for a reason, that you are meant for greatness. Don't think of small things or little things, because these
Yes.
things are for little people, who have little thought process. You are for a bigger picture, a bigger purpose. That's why you have to go through is to understand what many other people are going through.
Yeah.
That is, I think, that is why God has blessed us with this.
Well, that's truly inspiring to know that you didn't stop. I think that's the most important thing, is to know that you get up and you just take a deep breath and you look at your whole life and you say, another day, another
Yes,
day, thank you,
yes,
another day,
and
you know.
yes,
I mean,
gratitude. Yes,
gratitude, yes, daily gratitude. You know, the fact that we can still pick up a pen and write
yes,
and inspire people. I mean, you helping people publish their books. You know, I do pretty much the same as well. But if you think of the importance that you give to India, because I know it's very difficult for some of those writers. And I was having a conversation the other day, and we believe that India has got the most amazing writers of the world, but they are
exactly,
unheard and unseen, you know,
exactly.
and to just give just one person an opportunity, it will be a snowball effect, you know, rippling effect of just everybody just standing together and praising them and congratulating them for following their dreams, you know, and you make that happen. And
Yes,
that is your reward, to see their
exactly.
happiness, you know.
Yes, 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 and that is what I'm. So our first book actually that we published was a 12-year-old girl. She published her first poetry collection with us, and her book is Twinkle Dreams. It's available on Amazon and on Kindle both, and we are now working on putting it on more e-commerce portals. And after that, we had another book that is a Hindi poetry collection, and she's a research scholar. And at the same time, see, the my publication is not only just to publish, but it is a trust. I established my trust in December 2019. That is Power in Me Foundation, and our motto is that each and every one of us has power within. So the main purpose is to realize that power. So writing is something, creativity is something, because we are working for the welfare of people with rare condition. Now what happens with the rare condition is that your life is highly uncertain. You are ill one day, and you are bedridden for months. Then you are not able to have a regular job. You are not able to have a proper education. So if you're not having proper education or proper skill, who will employ you? And
Yeah.
if you are even employed, if you are ill for half the month, who will pay you the salary, right? So these are some of the challenges that people with rare condition have. So how to make them a part of this society as a whole, so they can feel equal, right? And they are not mocked, and they are not tagged that you are supposed to be actually staying at home, and whatever you get, you just have to be satisfied on that. No, this is not something that we are born to, right? Each one has something to offer to the world, and what we are trying to do is to offer that. So creativity is that way, in writing is also one way of it. And our publication, what we do is, whatever book we publish, a part of it is taken by us to carry out our social activities. So basically, we are working on the agenda of sustainable development model, where we are not going to be just a donation-based NGO, but a
Yes.
self-sustainable NGO, where we are going to bring forward people with rare conditions or disabilities, or people with a socially weaker background to the society and showcase their talents. And writing is one of the way through which we are trying to bring them out. And our second author is actually, she's a research scholar, and she suffered from CKD, for after which she had to go through kidney transplantation. So she had suffered too, and at the same time, she is working on cancer research. So you can understand, she's a research scholar who is going to have a research work that is going to benefit humanity, and at the same time her
Yes.
words have helped her heal, and now her poetry is going to help other people get motivated and write and uh, heal. So this is what we are trying to do. And our other books, that anthologies that we are publishing, one that is going to come next month is on mental health. So we have people from different backgrounds who have suffered themselves any of the mental depressions or something like that. Experts who are psychologists who have handled those cases. So they have written short stories on real life experiences they have gone through their patients. And these things have been compiled in our book that is aiming for mental health awareness, that is Trapped. And another book we have is Dhuri, that is on womanhood. And our compiler for that girl is actually suffering from cerebral palsy. So uh, she is, again, she is a motivation for everyone to see, and the capability that a woman has, even suffering from that condition. uh, she is ridden on a wheelchair, but again she is able to express herself through words. And this is how
Twins
I take my pride. Yes,
to help.
I take my pride that these
Yeah.
people are becoming more empowered, and through them more people are going to be inspired, and we bring positive change in the society.
I am just completely and utterly humbled by the work that you do. I mean, I only knew a tiny little piece of who you are. And within 15 minutes, I have realized that I'm sitting in front of an incredible human being. And it is not often that I am left speechless. I don't get speechless. People usually tell me to, shh, can we have a word? You know, just let us speak. So um, I would love to give back to what you do. And I want to invite you and give you 2 or 3 pages in my magazine every month,
Oh,
to you and to those dear to you, to your foundation. I want to give you that little bit from me, and wherever I can help to raise funds, let's do that, because I think you have an incredible way of helping. And I'm sure there are days when you don't have a good day, but you still get up and help those around you. I can see that.
yeah.
And
Thank you so much. Uh,
you are
it is
so
an
welcome.
honor. Yes.
You know, it's just, I don't think that your story cannot touch anybody. It's impossible. Um, and you have given me many things to think about today, about humanity, but the love for another human being and the understanding of their pain. I think you understand the pain more than they understand themselves. And I just want to say, I am truly, truly blessed that I have met you. Truly, truly blessed.
Thank you so much for understanding this thing, because I think that is why I'm still alive. I suffered from life threat, uh, bleed during my 12th grade when I was in 12th class. And so that time I almost died for. Uh, you can say that within a year I was in the hospital round about 4 to 5 times, where doctor would say, how is he still alive? So we have Diwali, which is again coming up next month on 4th. We have that is a festival of light. And
Yes.
uh, I was in the hospital, almost dying, and my mother was sitting here. We could hear the crackers, people enjoying their life, and I was there, lying on the bed, feeling sad, that because I was around 17 years old, 17 or 18 years old that time, and I would think that what agony I am bringing to my parents, that when they should enjoy the festival, my parents are sitting beside me in the hospital, in the darkness, in the festival of light. Actually, it happens on a dark night. So that is why we have more deep and all those things that we light up. So to make the festival of light. So that was something where I was at my mentally lowest in my life. But once I survived that, I knew there is a purpose to this life. And after that, I never looked back. I never said why or this
You never
thing.
questioned
And
it again.
never,
Yes.
never questioned it again. And no matter how tough life was, I knew I'm not going to die like that. I'm not going to die like that. I'm going to die for a greater purpose or
Yes.
greater thing in life. If that day will come, whenever that comes, I'll be finishing my life purpose. Then only I'll go. I won't go by this easy or simple ways in life. I won't. I know it. So then my journey to search for my life purpose began, and my aim was to be a researcher, find a cure for my disease, because I was suffering. I could see more people like me were suffering, so I wanted to have a cure for them. Still, we don't have a cure, but again, many more research is going on. I'm of the same fraternity, so I'm connected with more people who are doing research. I was even a trainer, so I had trained more people into biotechnology and molecular techniques. I have students who have completed their PhD. I have international students who are now researchers in international institutes. So when they do research and when they do something good to the humanity, I feel I'm doing it and
Yes.
I'm achieving something. That
Part of
is,
that. Yes.
yes, that is part of it.
Yes.
And that will help me heal. And one day, this cure would also come, and probably within this lifetime, even I'll be cured. So,
Yes.
keeping the fingers crossed till that day, I'm doing what God has sent me here to do.
You're doing the best you can with the
Yes,
time every day. Every day is a new day.
yes.
And it's a day to just give back. And that's what you do. You give back every single day.
Yes, because every single day I'm alive, it is actually a gift from God.
Yes.
Because I have been through days where each day was tough. Even each moment was tough for me. That I would say why. And now I know, I say thank you. So I know God, that each moment I don't have a pain, or I'm able to help someone, I say thank you. And if I can sleep, and I sleep peacefully, it's not as if that I won't have a good sleep. I have a good sleep. I sleep peacefully, and I wake up in the morning. And so I say thank you to God each day in the morning, and before I go to bed I say thank you for a good day. Even if it
Yes.
is a tough day, then also I say thank you
Thank you
for
for the tough
good day.
day. Yes,
Yes,
yes.
thank you
Tough
for the
days
day.
makes us stronger as well. We
Yes,
need those tough days.
yes.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
just Yeah, I just ask God, give me the message, what you wanted me to learn from this day. Just that's it. So sometimes it does come to me those things. So if you have read things, some things have actually come all of a sudden to my mind, making those observations and connecting with things. Those things come. That's it. And I just write those down and share it with the world. Whosoever reads it, if it helps them, then I think my job is well done.
Well, I think you've definitely done so much already, and I'm pretty sure that it's going to be a long journey for both of us to walk this path together, as writers. And I cannot wait for us to just do amazing things together, with what your foundation. Your foundation is just, I needed that today, honestly. I really needed to hear what you do today, because it's what the world needs right now. We all so stuck on um, our own little things every day, but to understand that it's not just about us, it's about the world, you know.
Yes,
And the more people we can touch each day, each moment, makes us
yes,
better. It makes us
Ex-
feel better. And
exactly.
therefore, we're just changing the world one moment at a time. And that's what you're
Yes.
doing, one moment at a time, one day at a time.
Yes, exactly. And sometimes, see, I even get messages, direct messages, or to me where those people might not have liked my post or something like that, or commented on it, but I get DMs from people whom I don't know. They say, "Thank you for sharing this content, and thank you for doing what you are doing," and I feel happy. Those likes or comments are not more important for me, because I know there are few people who are still reluctant to express themselves, but
Yes,
when they see or hear those things, or could relate with those people, they are healing themselves. So
that's that's
so if
true.
I'm touching them, I'm connecting with them, I'm doing my job,
Yes,
and I'll keep
yes. Your
doing it.
purpose is there. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Manoj, where can people get hold of you? How can people get in touch with you? What's the easiest way to get in touch with you for anyone
Uh,
that's listening right now?
Yeah, if you are present on social media, let's say Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, you can connect with me directly, or you can email me at my email ID. It's manojkasing85@gmail.com. Even I'll share with you, if you, I'll put it in
Yes, then I
description.
can put it
Yeah,
into,
yeah,
yes, yes.
description.
Okay.
Insta, I'm available as Manoj Kumar Singh underscore Dilse. Again, description, you can put the detail there. And Facebook also link, I'll share with you that also. I have a podcast also where I share my few things into spirituality. I'm into spirituality also, so I do affirmations also, because affirmations are very have
Powerful.
great power.
Powerful.
Yes, and very powerful, and have positive impact on yourself. And if you could follow it properly, it is equivalent to meditation, because then you can actually feel the things, and it has power to heal. So I have affirmations, I have poetry, I write poetry and I recite that into my podcast. I recite my poetry, my affirmations, and some stories I have recited and I've shared. So if someone wants to listen to me in podcast, then they can follow my podcast also. That is Dilse underscore Manoj. It's available on almost 10 to 12 podcast platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, and everywhere it's available. So again, I'll share you the details that could be put into the description section. So I'm available anywhere. You can DM me or email if you want to connect with me. I'm available there. So I'm very approachable.
Okay. What is the one message? If I have to say you've got 1 minute to give the world a message, what would that be?
Uh, See, there is only a simple philosophy in my life: never ever give up, because there is always a way. That's it. I won't take more
Never
time.
ever give up. There is always a way.
Yes, there is always a way. Only you have to look at it.
Yes. See it and believe.
Yes, yes. If we have belief and faith in our own abilities, we'll always find the way, no matter how tough the situation is in life.
Yes.
Because when things are going well, you will find multiple ways. But when actual test comes in, where you are not able to understand or figure out things, that is where, if you could keep your calm and have faith, you will find the right way. You'll find the right way out and to progress.
Manoj, thank you so much. Namaste.
Namaste.
And we will definitely talk so much more. We'll do this more often.
Okay.
And it was just an absolute pleasure to connect with you.
Same here, Alta.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much for giving this opportunity.
Thank you, Manoj.